Guys, how are we doing tonight? Tonight's review is going to be on the Pioneer 4U Ipv2. I'm going to go ahead and dive down in and give you some information on it first. Go over the pros and cons of the box, vape on it a little bit, and then we're going to rate it. So, just a little bit of here and there stuff. It is iodized aluminum. Not too bad. It does have a single 18650 battery in it. Like always, I'm using the Sony VTC5s. As far as some of the stuff goes, so far everything that I've put on it has set down fairly flush. Not completely flush at all points in times. There has been a few of the longer 510 threads that have stuck out on it. This particular box mod ranges from 7 watts to 50 watts. It uses the Yi-Hi, I think is how you pronounce it, SX330 chip. Fairly good chip. It's the same one from my SX3, same company that made the one that's in my SX350 box mod. The output for voltage is 3.6 volts to 8.5. The input current is 1.3 amps to 20 amps. The load resistance on it is 0.2 ohms to 0.3 ohms. The screen size is 0.96 OLED. It has low voltage protection, low resistance protection, high output voltage warning, output short circuit protection, and reverse battery protection. That was a whole bunch of stuff that I pretty much got my tongue tangled on a lot. But there are some things that I really do like about it. There are some things that I haven't liked that much about it. For starters, this damn thing right here has drove me nuts. Me personally, I've turned it off, which this right here is how you turn it off. You hold this power button and hold the down button. Well, hold them simultaneously and it turns it off. To get it to turn back on, you hold the power and the plus button. 5 times on, 5 times off. It's like I said, I don't particularly like that touch sensor. That's something that's really, really kind of got on my nerves since I had it, so that's the reason why I haven't messed with it at all. Before I do go any farther, I would like to thank Austin Palmer, the owner of Steam Industries. This is actually his box mod. He let me borrow it for this review, so thank you so much, Austin. The only issue that I have had that really, really makes me dislike this thing is, I don't know whether it's whenever the battery is bouncing down, like if you set it down or something, but this thing is randomly shut off on me. Like, I'll set it down in my car and go into work, and I'll come back out and it'll just be completely off. So I'll have to click the button 5 times to get it to turn back on. That has driven me absolutely freaking bonkers. The touch sensor I do not like. This is the worst place, the absolute worst place, Pioneer, for you that you could have this thing, okay? If warm juice gets out and drips on this, I mean, and this thing is, and the touch sensor's on, it's going to auto fire. You'll just be having your hand right here if it's on and just throw your thumb up there, you know, sometimes whenever you're... It's just a royal pain in the ass. It's a bit gimmicky and I don't like it at all. This back here, I don't particularly like. I do like the fact that there is the vent holes down here on the bottom. This charging port, not a good place to have it. There's been more than a few people that have said that. Matt with Suck My Mod has said it. And I mean, he's right. It is a pain in the ass to have it down there. Another thing, me personally, I don't prefer to charge anything in the box. I don't do it with my Vapor Shark. I don't do it with anything else. I take the time to open stuff up. From what Austin had said, this stuff right up here, it's going to be hard to see on the camera. He said that came from whenever he was charging it in there. I'm not 100% for sure. It wasn't my experience with it. I haven't charged the battery in the box yet. It's like I said, it's one of those things I don't prefer to do. I pull everything out and charge it on the charger. I don't want it heating my box mod up, or if the battery goes bad or something like that, you know, it's going to ruin the box mod. So I just wouldn't prefer to do it. Another thing that has drove me a little bit nuts is this thing right down here is constantly getting juice. Me, as well as a lot of other people I know, we have a tendency to overdrip. We are just human. We want to get as much in there as possible, you know, so we can, especially if we're driving or something. So, other than that, that stuff, it feels a little bit on the flimsy side sometimes. These screws, I have yet to have any problems with those like some other people have. But whenever you do have the backing on, no matter how tight you got those screws, if your hand kind of taps that backing like this, you can feel that backing shift from back and forth. Makes it feel really, really flimsy. It's not something that I particularly like. I do like the fact that, you know, it does range from 7 to 50 watts. Especially, you know, a lot of these bigger box mods are coming very, very popular now. I do like the fact that it does have the Yi chip in it. It's a very, very good company. The chip's performance, I mean, has been good. It's the stuff that's around it that I haven't particularly been too fond of. I was thinking about picking one of these up until I actually have had some time to spend with it. I do like the fact that it is very, very clean in here. That is one thing I do like about box mods, is for it to be very, very clean back here. But other than that, I'll go ahead and show you the 510 connection on it. It does have the little screw down there in the 510. It also has the little thing right here for in case you got something that needs to breathe in through the bottom, like a pro tanker, something like that. I think that screw might have actually came up. I'm gonna grab a screwdriver and tighten her down real quick. Performance wise, I mean, it's good. I mean, you can't say too much bad about the performance. It's just a little bit of the construction that I have an issue with. I'm actually Mr. Good Vape tonight. It's something that I picked up for a review, which is going to be coming up here before too long. It's Dreamsicle. So far, I've kind of liked it. But back to the box mod. Other than those few little issues, some of the little bit more gimmicky stuff, I don't mind it. All in all, the rating on it is probably going to have to be, I would say, about a 6.5. I like the performance of it. It's the main problem with everything is the construction of it, in my opinion. The price point on it is very, very good. Most places you can pick it up from, I mean, depending on tax rate and everything else, I mean, I think it runs anywhere from like right at $100 to maybe like $115. So I mean, it's got a really, really good price point on it. For somebody that's starting out, I don't know if I could say I'd suggest it. For somebody that has maybe vaped for a little bit, yes. If it's going to be your first vaping device, it's probably liable to get a little bit confusing. But anyways, I am rambling on a little bit. So other than that, guys, have a good night and vape safe.